Hello, my name is Graham Salinger. I'm the founder and president of Salinger Coaching Solutions. And in this video, we're going to talk about what it means to live a life purpose. So we're going to unwrap what purpose is and how that can help you live a more empowered and impactful life by allowing you to live your passions and achieve your goals and reach your dreams more fully. And so we're going to talk about this concept of life purpose and how that helps you do those things. And then we're going to talk about how Salinger Coaching Solutions can be of service in you to that journey on your path on finding purpose. We all have dreams. We all have things we want to do. We all have a mountaintop that we want to reach. But I'm sure we also all know people who have not been able to reach that mountaintop, and people who have struggled to get there. It's not as easy as just taking a great leap. There are things that we have to do in our lives to make sure that we achieve our purpose. And you may also be not sure what your purpose is, or not sure how to pursue passions that you have. And so I'm going to talk to you today about how to do that and how I can help. So again, Salinger Coaching Solutions focuses on empowering people and empowering success. We want people to have empowered lives. And I've noted that there are 3 P's that go into empowerment: purpose, passion, and perseverance. And today I'm going to focus on what life purpose is and what life purpose coaching can do for you. And I'm going to specifically tie that to how that helps you follow your passions, and how having a purpose can help you persevere when life throws a wrench into things, because we all know that happens. And so without purpose, passion, and perseverance, you cannot be empowered. You need all of those things. And today I'm going to talk again about how purpose will be an empowering, how living a purposeful life is an empowering thing, and how life purpose coaching can get you there. So purpose, right? Like I said, that we have dreams, and those are our mountaintops, right? We also have goals we need to do to get to that mountaintop. We have short-term, long-term, medium-term goals that help us get to our highest aspiration or dream. Okay, but why are we doing those things? Why do we have those dreams in the first place? Why are we setting specific goals? Because there's a driving force, and that driving force is purpose. Think about purpose as a compass, right? So if you are going on a path and you're going up the mountain, you are going in a direction, right? But what's helping you get there? What is motivating you and moving you in that direction that you're choosing for your life? And that compass is purpose. And it answers the question, why? Why are you passionate about your dream? Why are you passionate about achieving these goals? What is it that's pushing you in that direction? And that is purpose. And so as part of the purpose coaching experience you'll go through with me is to help you craft your purpose statement for yourself and for your life, because that's something that you can lean back on when things get hard, when you get thrown off track. Really being able to go back to your purpose is helpful, and you'll see why in a moment. So yeah, again, a big part of the coaching process is analyzing and helping you figure out what your purpose is, so that then you can put words to it, and then you can live your life based on the experience that you have, and the purpose that you have, right? I think of a life purpose sort of as a mission statement that people have for themselves, right? I'm sure you all know companies or nonprofits that have mission statements, and they behave in ways that are specifically meant to meet those mission statements, right, in their missions. And my coaching experience is to sort of help people think in the same way, right, so that we live lives that are mission focused, and that mission is informed, of course, by the compass that is our purpose. And so I thought it'd be helpful for me to share my purpose and how I got there, and how that has helped me when I've been challenged. So my purpose is guided by my call to service of others. My career has been driven by my personal mission statement to empower those facing obstacles such as poverty, inequity, and injustice, to success through dialogue, coaching, education, and policy change. Right? So what you'll see here in my purpose is that I say from the beginning that I'm guided by something. I'm guided by a call to service, right? I have a specific value that informs all parts of the way that I live my life. And because I have that call to service, what that has then led me to is working to empower others. And then I also am able to working to empower others to success. And then I have specific things that I do that are in alignment with those. Okay, and so again, coaching is about helping you unearth what your purpose is and how you can live a purpose life. And then it's also making sure that you can be in alignment with your purpose to make sure that you stay on track and that you do things that connect specifically to your purpose. And so why is this important? Again, because we have goals and dreams, and those are our stepping stones to living your life of purpose, right? It's one thing to say that you have purpose. It's another thing to live a life that is true and honors that purpose. And so life coaching is about helping you find your purpose and live your purpose. So for example, my dreams, when I was in high school, I knew that I wanted to, again, driven by a call to service, that I wanted to join Peace Corps and serve my country in that capacity. And so to do that, I had to do specific things, right? My dream was Peace Corps, driven by my purpose to serve others. And so, I had to get experience. I had to get teaching experience, and I had to get an international experience. So when I was in college, I made sure that I would get some teaching experience, right? You see at the bottom is a picture of me in Hungary. I actually spent a summer teaching English in Hungary, and also teaching English in Italy. And teaching English in Hungary was also an invaluable lesson for me about working with what you have. I'll say working with what you have, because when I got there, they didn't really have a school, and I sat in a park bench, and as people came in, I taught them. And so it was a lesson at a young age in resourcefulness, and so that's also an invaluable life lesson in terms of resourcefulness, because sometimes we give up on our dreams or we give up on our goals because we don't feel as though we have enough resources to do the things you want to do. And you'll see how life coaching can help you figure out, through resiliency and persistence, perseverance, how to best utilize the gifts that you do have. Okay, and then the picture of me at the top is just me in Ukraine teaching in my class. All right, so the larger purpose was that I had a dream to join Peace Corps, and then I had to take specific steps to get there. All right, so we have a path to purpose again, right? Passion. We're going to talk about passion in these coaching sessions. You can probably tell that I'm really passionate about people and working with people, for example, right? Maybe you don't know exactly what your dream is or what your passion is, but you know you have gifts and talents. You just don't know what to do with them. And so you need somebody to help you figure out exactly how to use those talents and take it to the next level, right? Again, maybe you know you have a lot of values and you have a job that doesn't really help you fulfill your values, or you're in a relationship where you don't have the same values as somebody, and you need to discuss those values and making sure that you can live your life through your values. We'll talk about your experience. Obviously, your experiences inform your talents and your values and your passion, and vice versa, cyclical. And of course, we'll talk about your beliefs, your belief system. There are things that we believe, and everybody believes them, that can be limiting, and we can have beliefs that are disempowering, and maybe we never pursue our passions, or maybe we never take our talent to the next level. Maybe we don't even have a dream, and we don't have any action steps or goals that we have because we have certain beliefs that are limiting. And coaching is about empowering you to do the things that you really love through empowered beliefs. And again, this is of course driven by passion. Passion drives our purpose. Again, I wouldn't have a purpose of serving others if I didn't have a passion for people, right, and relationships. So passion's what inspires you. I am inspired by the work that I do as a coach because I see people, I see organizations, I see relationships that are they're not where they want to be. And coaching takes you from where you are to where you want to be. And so that really inspires and motivates me to see people living their passion and using their gifts in ways more effectively. And so passion is, again, that was just an example, but passion is what inspires you and what motivates you, because that will help you live a more purposeful life, right? If you're not living a life that's in alignment with your passions and your purpose, then you're not really living a fulfilling life. That's really disempowering for yourself to know that you can be something greater, but not fulfilling that purpose is why I'm here, right? That's what coaching is about, is helping people fulfill their purpose. And now I'm gonna talk about life-changing experiences, because as you saw, is the third tier for me in the program that I've designed for my clients is perseverance, right? And perseverance means what I call bouncing back better. I also talk about this concept of striving to thrive. And so what those two things mean is that if purpose is our compass, right, and we have a mountaintop dream, and we have our goals, and we're taking our hike up to the mountain, right, something might completely throw us off our tracks. And without that compass, without that purpose to go back to, right, we don't know how to even use the stepping stones, much less fulfill our higher calling, right? And life-changing experiences can really throw you off your path. So they test our perseverance. They challenge our purpose. And so because they are testing our perseverance and they're challenging our purpose, right, life-changing experiences can really be disempowering. They can really throw you off, and it's a challenge. It's really hard to bounce back better when you have life-changing experiences. But these experiences can also provide an opportunity, right? When life experiences happen for us, they're not good or bad inherently. It's how you respond to these life-changing experiences that impact how they're bad or how they're good. And having a purposeful life, having a life that's driven by passion and calling and something that motivates you, being able to fall back on those things means that when a life-changing experience happens, you're gonna strive, you're gonna thrive, you're gonna continue to live your best self, because you know that you can keep going even when things get in the way. Right? You don't want to be stuck between, do I go back to my old life the way things were before and just stay in the job I don't like, or just continue to kind of go slowly through things and not be the best version of myself? Or do I want to continue to try to build a new life even when there are these sudden life changes, right? How we stay on track to achieve our goals and follow our dreams, we do that by having a purpose. And not everybody has one. And if you are feeling directionless, right, the whole point of being empowered and having a purpose is that it gives you life direction, right? That's why I've been using the metaphor of a compass, right? If you are feeling like you don't know how to get to the next level and build a new life, that is why I'm here, because my passion is to empower people through that. And again, so a purpose-driven life means that you have to have certain commitments, and those commitments are commitments to yourself in terms of goals and action steps, but also commitments to having your purpose and living your purpose. So life-changing experiences, they challenge us because they challenge us to think about, what are we committed to, and are we going to continue to do these things? Because it's really hard to persevere when bad things have happened to us, and therefore they challenge our commitment to the things that we want to do. And they challenge our values, our dreams, our gifts, and what we're passionate about. So if we really know and have a strong idea of our values, dreams, gifts, and passions and what we are committed to, the stronger that foundation is, the harder it will be to rock. And so what's great about finding your purpose and committing to it and being coached to do that, it means that when things are getting rockier, it's okay because you already have that amazing foundation for yourself, and that foundation is purpose. And I can use myself as an example, right? You know my purpose statement by now, right? It's about a call to service that drives me to empower people, especially when they're facing obstacles. And especially when they're facing obstacles means that I really want to work with people. And I'm happy to have clients that are needing help figuring out how to get through some obstacles and persevere so they can continue on their passion. And so that means developing a purpose and developing ways to live that purpose. And so again, you know that I was, as part of my purpose, you know, I did Peace Corps, which was a 27-month commitment, but I didn't stay 27 months because I was in a country that during my point of service got into a war and has been in a war ever since. And I suddenly, with very short notice, had to leave my community. I had to leave overnight and stay somewhere for a couple of days, and then I flew home to the United States, and I haven't been able to return since, right? And so that's a very life-changing experience, right? When I was in Peace Corps, I thought I had more time to do the work that I was doing there and more time to sort of figure out what I was going to do when I got back. But that is not what was in store for me. Instead, I just came back to the United States without any idea of, without a job, I wasn't in graduate school. I didn't have a plan because I thought I had basically a whole nother year of serving Peace Corps and continuing that work. So it was a challenge in that I, obviously was very passionate about joining Peace Corps, and it was, it was a hard experience to have to come back from leaving Peace Corps when it was something I was so passionate about. But then it also put me in a situation where I didn't know what to do with my life, right? And so that is an example of could have very easily fallen off my path and not known what I was doing and just being completely off track. But actually it provided me some amazing opportunity because when I was in Peace Corps and I came back, I wasn't allowed to work because I could have been called back to where I was living. I could have been called back to work and live in Ukraine. So I had to wait a couple months for them to make that decision. So I couldn't work. I, was still getting, my volunteer stipend, but it wasn't, it just wasn't the best situation to have been put in. But it meant that I basically applied for jobs internationally, so that the minute I knew that my Peace Corps service was officially terminated, that I would have a job waiting for me, as opposed to just trying to apply to a bunch of jobs in the United States at the last minute and not really having a plan for that. So because I have that opportunity, my now wife and I were able to move to China together, and we lived in China for a year. So you can see some pictures of me having a really good time in China. And so not only did that give me new international experience, a new teaching experience, I got to teach more, which was amazing because I love teaching. And so that really opened some new doors for me, and it bought me time to apply to graduate school. So I was able to do that from China as well. And so, yes, I had this dream of going to Peace Corps and achieving all these things. It got, it got rocked up, but I had that purposeful foundation, so it allowed me to bounce back better, continue the similar work that I was doing, following a similar path and teaching internationally, and then it allowed me to have time to apply to graduate school, and ever since then I've been using my master's degree in peace and conflict resolution to do some amazing conflict resolution work in the United States. And so I am still following my path despite all the things that could have potentially rocked the foundation, because I have purpose and I'm living a life of purpose. So to recap, right, what I have talked about so far, and we'll go over in coaching sessions, are finding your passion, setting and managing goals, right? If you might be really passionate about something but not really know how to go about it, making commitments, because again, having commitments allow you to persevere when things get rough, as we just talked about. creating the life of your dreams. And the life of your dreams is driven again by being able to have a purpose, and we coach you in fulfilling your purpose. So again, it's all about being empowered to follow your passion and live your purpose, and that is what you'll be coached in. I want you to live your passion by following your purpose. And I'll do just a quick little summary here of the coaching experience, right? So again, I'm a master life coach, a life purpose coach, a happiness life coach, right? If people are not living in alignment with their passion and their purpose, they're oftentimes not as happy as they could be. And I also coach people in achieving their goals. And then I'm also a certified conflict coach as well, helping people get through conflict that is getting in the way of success for them and their teams. So here's what your life coaching experience would look like. Here's what I can do for you, right? We sort of talked about the problem of not living your purpose. We've talked about what purpose is, and now I'm going to talk about specifically if the problem is you're not living your purpose, here are the ways that coaching can help you get on the right path to achieving your dreams through purpose. So we coach you through the process of each of the stepping stones of empowerment, right? So we go through setting goals and action steps, and I provide fun and details activities to help you with your passion and help you with your purpose, right? So there's a lot of unpacking of your life experience and how that informs what you're doing now. And if you're coming to coaching, it's because you want to be doing something different and maybe you just don't know how. So I'm going to help you clarify what your greatest purpose is, right? I didn't know exactly all of the elements of the purpose statement that I gave you at the beginning, right? They came together as I developed new passions. Those new passions developed over new experiences and new opportunities. And so I had to clarify a lot of things before I knew exactly what my path was. And so what I did internally, I offer as a coach. And so that includes creating concrete action plans so that you're living in alignment with your greatest purpose, right? Again, living in alignment is key. We can have purpose and we can have mission and we can have things that we value. But if you're coming to coaching, it means that maybe you don't know what those are, or you know what they are, but you're not living a life that is true. You're not living a life that's in alignment with those greater purposes. And so coaching helps you live in alignment with that as well. So again, it's both clarifying and helping you do that. So thank you. And please visit my website to find out more about how Salinger Coaching Solutions can help you achieve your dreams by helping you strive to thrive and bounce back better with a life of purpose.